One of my favorite genres that always is a big hit here in festival time are the musically themed films, and today we are talking about one of those. The film is called Lightning and Thunder, and it's playing at the SLAMDANCE Film Festival. It has its premiere in a couple of days, so you're going to get your first look at this film in just a couple of minutes. Greg Coe's the director, and Claire Sardina, Sardina, excuse me, I threw an extra I in there.
It's Sardine the fish with an A.
With an A, okay. One of the stars of the film, the subject, aka Thunder of the Lightning and Thunder. And thank you both so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to point out that the original title, the working title of this film was Song Sung Blue, which is what grabbed my attention because I am a big Neil Diamond fan. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm a big fan of the man. So tell me a little bit about what Lightning and Thunder has to do with Neil Diamond.
Well, I'll let Thunder take over. It's her career.
Well, actually, Lightning and Thunder, which is, of course, the other half, not necessarily the better half of the team, features Neil Diamond cover music, of course. And throughout the film, you'll see, different various covers of little bits of music. Not a lot, because the story in itself is it's a love story, and about myself and my husband, Lightning, going through trials and tribulations, going through the road of stardom in our younger years, and then going through some catapults, some rougher things, such as, for example, I have a prosthetic leg here. You can't really tell.
Now we can.
I'm a below-the-knee amputee, and that's also featured in the story, and a lot of different...
And that's just, was music what brought you and your husband together in the first place?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He had been involved in bands, many years of bands, and I came along. Matter of fact, I tell the story of how I had a broom and a mop, and I was alone in an apartment building, ready to go from one place, not knowing where I was going to the next. And he calls me on the phone from Florida and says, "Hey, I'm coming back into town. How would you like to do something?" I was on welfare. I was a single parent of 2 children. At the time, I thought, why the not? I won't say it, but that's the legacy of the Lightning and Thunder. That's how it all began. And we had a trip at a coffee shop called Ma Fisher's down in Milwaukee, downtown east side of Milwaukee, and he looked at me with his cigarette, and he had his sip of coffee, and he said, "You watch my smoke." And
that was it for you, and you were...
I was, you were hooked. And actually, he had attempted to have some form of relationship with me. And when I picked him up from the airport on April 11th, 1989, I said, "Now this is strictly business." And by nightfall, it had turned into
business time.
A love affair. A love affair. And it changed.
So, Greg, how did you come upon this story, and what made you say this is what I want to, make my film debut with?
I came upon Lightning and Thunder in the early 90s filming a documentary for Harley Davidson in Milwaukee. And we were filming, and you're always looking for some interesting aspects of a Harley festival. And I heard the sweet sounds of Sweet Caroline kind of echoing
up on the bar. He was up on the bar.
Yeah, hearing it, and I thought, wow, Harley's hired Neil Diamond to entertain. So we took our camera crew and we hustled through the grounds at the state fairgrounds, and then we found this man, Lightning, standing on top of a bar, an outdoor bar, and there were probably 50 to 100 grizzled bikers and leather chaps dancing their jeans off. And I thought, wow, this is amazing that all these people have just allowed themselves to be so uninhibited and have fun and Lightning and Thunder performing, just being themselves, being honest and real and authentic. And so that's where our introduction. The music introduced us, but their story and their soul kind of has kept us together for now 8-9 years of filming.
Right. What did it, why did you say we need to tell our story to the rest of the world?
Well, because
Well, did you say I want to tell the story, or did? I don't think she really wanted me. At first, I had to convince you to come
There
in,
was
right?
some arm twisting. And
right.
begging
As far
and
as
pleading.
because in some points of the film, you will see that it gets very personal. It gets very intense, and I think on an aspect of anybody that lives life and lives as a couple, or all the different. Just everything that you encounter through life, and
Love
then the
and tragedy
music, the
and-
love and the tragedy, and all that. It's just